This is the last one. So before I point you at where this goes next, let me put the whole thing back in one piece. Because you came into this course with a mess you couldn't explain, and you're walking out of it with a diagnosis, a cause, and a cure. That's worth saying out loud before you leave. Here's the trap you came in with. You built something with AI fast, and it felt like magic. Right up until it didn't. The next morning it broke. Every fix you made broke the last one. A few weeks in, the whole thing was a tangle you couldn't reason about. And somewhere in there, you started to wonder if you were just bad at this, or if the AI wasn't good enough yet. That's the experience. That's the spot almost everyone who builds with AI lands in. You're not the exception. You're the rule. Then, we named why it happens, and this is the part that matters most. It was never you, and it was never the AI. The screens were real. But underneath them, there was no system, no memory of what you decided last week, no rules holding the decisions still, nothing actually checking that the work held. It was a pile of generated code with nothing underneath it. So the first time something had to move, the whole pile moved with it, and down it came. The failure wasn't a person, and it wasn't a model. It was a missing structure between the two of you. That's the diagnosis. And the best thing about it is that a missing structure is a fixable problem. And then we named the way out, the structure itself, a 5-phase method where each phase drops into the exact gap that was syncing your builds. Context. So the AI starts with a clear picture instead of a vague wish. Rules. So the decisions stop getting re-rolled every chat. Documentation. So the project remembers itself between sessions. Verification. So it works on my screen, gets replaced with real proof. And feedback loops. So the system gets smarter every pass instead of drifting further every pass. 5 gaps, 5 fixes. The failures solved in order. And you don't even start from a blank folder. There's a free starter kit that hands you that whole shape on day 1, already laid out, ready for your project to drop in on top of it. The diagnosis, the cause, the cure, and the scaffold to begin. That's everything this course set out to give you, and now it's yours. But I'll be straight with you, the same way I was, the whole way through. This course named the cure. It did not teach it. You know what the 5 phases are. You don't yet know what actually goes in a context file, what a real rule looks like written down, how the AI keeps its own memory and practice, what a definition of done sounds like on a live project. That's the depth. And the depth is where the real change happens. Knowing the way out and walking it are 2 different things. This course got you to the trailhead. The next step is the walk. So here's the walk. It's a free course called Foundations, and it lives in the same place this one does. The AI Code That Works community on Skool. It's the structured version of everything I just recapped, taught for real, 1 phase at a time, on an actual project. Let me tell you what's actually in it, so you know it's the real thing and not a teaser. It opens with an honest picture of what AI can and can't build today. No hype, just the truth about where the line is. Then it gets you set up. The tool, the starter kit, your first real conversation with the AI. Then it teaches the method itself, all 5 phases, in depth, with the kind of detail this course deliberately skipped. Then comes your first win. You build a real, working, first project on your own machine, step by step, with the AI doing the building and you doing the directing. And it closes by showing you that the same structure builds anything and where to go from there. It's a handful of short modules, a couple of hours all in, and the whole thing is free, start to finish. There's no point where it stops and asks you to pay to keep going. You get all of it. And here's the part I most want you to hear, because it's the whole spirit of this course in one line. You can learn this. You, the person who watched their own app fall apart and quietly wondered if they just weren't cut out for it. The wall that used to keep people out of building software is gone. It's not money anymore, and it was never brains. The only thing between you and software that actually holds is the structure nobody handed you. And that's exactly what Foundations hands you. By the end of it, you won't just understand why your build's broke. You'll be able to build the right way on your own project with your own hands. That's not a small promise. It's the real one. So this is the move. Go join the AI Code That Works community on Skool. It's free, the link's in the description, and pinned wherever you're watching this. Foundations is right there, waiting inside it. Start at the beginning and actually do the work alongside it. Build the project, don't just watch it. If you want to take it further than that down the road, there's a deeper layer for when you're ready. The production level processes, taught all the way down, including a course built for exactly the person who showed up here. How to take this method back to the messy app you came in with and rescue it for real, without breaking what already works. That's there when you want it. But you don't need any of it to start. Foundations first. It's free, and it's enough to change how you build. One last thing, to whoever made it all the way to the end of this. You didn't just sit through a diagnosis. You stayed for the cure. You stopped blaming the AI, you stopped blaming yourself, and you found out the problem was a structure you can actually learn. That's the hard part, and you've already done it. So when you finish that first real build in foundations, come find me in the community. I read every post. I want to see what you make. That's Vibe Code Rehab. The way out is real, it's free, and it starts with one click. I'll see you in Foundations.